Hey, so, welcome to the channel, and welcome to today's stream, which I'm excited to say. It is the 10th weekly roundup. Very excited to say. So, hey, Green Zapper, welcome to the stream. Glad you stopped by. So, I don't have anything special to show, unfortunately. I really gotta start doing like special occasions for these kind of things, but yes, this is the 10th. And as per usual, we discuss topics which I haven't accrued any, but I am going to try and go more in depth with uh the stream reviews of for today. So that's what we're going to go into. We're just going to go right into like the meat of the program and look back at the streams of the past week. And we'll talk about them. And maybe I'll show some maybe I'll talk about some behind the scenes insight as well. So we're going to remove this. And we're going to start with the final video for Spacehawk Deathwing. Let me see if I can get into a playable area. There we go. That button. I don't like it being critical. Let me turn myself down. Because for some reason, I can't talk over myself. So, I was really pleased with this game. It's very fun. Hammer. It gives you a lot. It's a short game. I think there's like 9 missions in it altogether. Just straight up, just 9. And they give you a lot of weapons. There's a good amount of spells or psyker abilities if you want to get lore appropriate in the game and that you can mess with them. I went the route with the upgrades for my partners, the other 2 Terminators, because I felt like they did like a good amount of the work, especially the one with the plasma cannon. The one with the plasma cannon just ripped and tore everything in half. Which is a thing I do want to say, and again, and for those new who are watching, the NPCs in Spacehawk Deathwing are probably my favorite NPCs in a game ever. Because they actually did things. Sure, I was hacking and doing all the button pushing myself, but I didn't have to. You can literally order your the other 2 to do it. I just chose not to, but you can. And I think that's really cool. And they also like very tough. And they actually fought. Where I played games like I've played a bunch of games. Maybe I played too many games now that I think back on it. And NPCs are dumb as shit. Hey, Green, welcome to the stream. Like, they're dumb. Sometimes they just walk into walls. Sometimes their pathfinding is broken and they just end up walking in circles for no reason. That's why gamers who've been gaming for such a long time complain about like the babysitting quests or the escort quests. Because the NPC is usually super slow, super chatty about something you don't care about, and probably super weak. over here. Hell yeah. In this game, I felt like maybe I was playing as the weak one. Because like I said, Brother Barachil? Barachil? Whatever the fuck you say his name is. He did a lot of the heavy lifting. How long did this cat a lot of it. What's up, brother? This particular stream, I was trying to use the Thunder Hammer and Storm Shield, as you see. Reason being, it was because I've been playing a lot of Space Marine too. And I love the Thunder Hammer. And I also play as Bulwark most of the times, and most of his weapon choices, he ends up with a shield, except when he uses the Thunder Hammer. And hitting and beating things to death with a shield is awesome. Terminators are awesome. There are Terminators that have both. Double awesome. So that's really kind of like my attitude of coming into this game, period. Was that it was just, hey, Spade, welcome to the stream. Glad you stopped by. It was that, come here, you ugly thing. Just that cool factor. Oh no. I died a lot. I got a little too overzealous. I don't know what it was about that particular enemy type. I call it a Carnifex, but I know that's probably wrong. I don't care. It killed me a lot. I think I actually managed to slay it a little, like, much later. Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. I actually spent a lot of time on it. But we eventually got past it, and I used the Thunder Hammer for a bit. Honestly, I think this is why I like having the ability to be like super tanky like this, because I think having that Superman moment when like you're in front of your allies, you have the big fucking shield or the tough fucking armor, and you're just marching into them. I think that's awesome. Like, I honestly need more of that in games. Yeah, look at that. Look how cool that is. Brothers, shoot them. Nice. I think the negative, though, is that I can't shoot back. Like, I don't know what it is about Warhammer. Like, I do know that the majority of it is based on, like, the board game and the miniatures. But I mean, like, there's a point where it's like, you don't have to be that faithful to it. I can understand for the sake of balancing for, like, a board game or something that's, like, competitive or something. But this is for fun. I think you should be able to just mix and match things, even if it's not, like, lore appropriate or whatever. You should have been able to. Okay, you know what? I think what is this? Oh, okay, that's that. Okay, so let me see if I can move you guys over a bit. There. I don't know why it's piling on top of itself, but I had to change how I get the chat on screen. Okay. So you know, normal thing for a red stream. I ultimately did go back to like the Flamer and the Redemption, because I think the game was made in a way where it was an FPS first. You know, a horde shooter. That's what it is. It's a horde shooter. I probably say that weird. But, yeah. Like, if you ever played, like, Left 4 Dead or something like that, that's what this is. It's just with a Warhammer flavor. There is a whole other side of the game, too, that I did not explore. Really because that the other content is, well, it's dead. For lack of a better term. So I'm ultimately not You know, I'm not gonna go through that. That's fine. But if I ever had like, if I ever figure out like a rating system for like these streams, and I have to like, oh, games I beat, you know, and I think like, oh, I don't know, between 1 and 10 Foxtails, I would say this one's a solid 7.
Can I go through that?
Really, because I'm kind of nostalgic for that, what would you, like, 5th generation? You know, PS4, 360, kind of stuff.
And punch.
Where the games kind of looked like this, and there were like these double A games that existed for like a good while. And I'm very nostalgic for those, and this game really hit that. So yeah, a solid 7. I should do that. I need to make like, I need to draw like little things for that. Anyway, I was actually
I've been punching these doors.
a little disappointed I beat the game actually.
Because
I didn't think I was going to be able to do it on this stream. I didn't think I was going to be able to beat the game. Because 9 is kind of a weird number to end on, isn't it? They just didn't want to go for like a whole 10 or something. I don't know. I do like the idea that we had like a stand your ground kind of moment. Everyone's back to back, just shooting like aliens and bad guys, you know, all around. I could have swore those big guys there, I think they got weaker. Like the time I was playing.
oh jeez. They teleported us out just in
They teleported me in the last second. Action movie style.
Can I move? Alright.
I did find the ending kind of lackluster. But then again, I mean, what else could I have? I feel like the game was trying to build up on like a plot because like he was getting like visions and you know, there was like this other dude, there was this Cthulhu thing that was trying to like tap into his mind. I thought it was going to go a little further than what we ended up in. Don't get me wrong, seeing a big spaceship blow up like it's the Death Star or something like that is awesome. But I feel like the substance just isn't there. Like, the ending was kind of, I don't know, cheap. At least that's the way I see it. Like, I would feel better about it if it didn't try to tease the other ideas of a plot within the game. Like, if it was just simply, you and your team go into a spaceship, something happens to the previous guys, find out what happened to them, kill everything, get the hell out. If it was just like that, I probably would have felt better about the ending. Actually, you know, now that I say it like that, it sounds like Resident Evil. That sounds very Resident Evil-like.
Oh, how sick is that?
That was sick. Yeah, and then there's the game ends. You don't get credits. It just it just shits you right back into the main menu. I'm like, oh,
The main menu. So
okay,
no epilogue
cool,
or anything?
I guess.
Kind of weird. No after mission.
So it was like, I don't know,
or
it
anything?
feels like to me, like they
Takes you
weren't
back
even
to the
thankful for
menu?
you playing the game. They're like, okay,
Oh,
beat the
okay.
game, get out. And it shits you
That's
right
it
back
then.
into the main menu. I'm like, okay, turn the game off. Hey, Amimi, welcome to the stream.
That's
Glad you
it,
stopped by.
so- That is Space Hulk.
So yeah, that is Space Hulk Deathwing. Check out my playthrough. Whenever you can, I have a playlist for it. It's not very long. And it's super fun. I think that sale is still going on too, so anyone wants to play it for themselves, they can totally get it. I think. I don't know, I haven't looked into it lately. I got like one game and I left. Not this one, it was another one. Anyway. So moving into Tuesday's game, we played Moses and Plato, Last Train to Clawville. which I have to say is getting more and more interesting. Oh man, this bummed me out. I turned the game on, and I had to do the puzzle box again. For everyone that wasn't present for that, to fill you in, this puzzle box took me forever to do. I think it took me like 30-40 minutes to do, or something like that. And that's where I ended that stream. So when I started the new one, which is the one you're watching here, the game had saved before I beat the box. So I ended up having to do it again.
Okay. So this.
I was not happy about it.
Like
I ended up solving it so quickly, really, because I got my phone and I looked up my own playthrough. I looked up my own video and I just found out what I did. I just did that. I'm not figuring that out again. Nah.
And then we stuck. No, not this. This in here. Gold screw went in there. The key turned. Box open. Nice.
So yeah, we were able to get the decoder back. I spent a lot of time trying to decide who to talk to.
Any suggestions?
But if I'm being honest, I feel like speaking to specific persons is starting to feel less and less important.
You know,
Let me explain.
Think of yourselves as like that's how we're gonna solve
The last few times I played this game, this stream included, there were points where there's like no progress being made at all with the investigation. Everyone is still clammed up. Everyone just jerks you around, or I feel like we're not able to ask the questions that I want to ask. It's always some sort of like backwards run around sort of question. Basically, if I were to walk up to a suspect, it's like, oh hey, how's your day going? Shitty? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Mine too.
But alright, let's go.
And it ends there. Like, oh yeah, we learned a lot from that conversation. A lot. And again, I wonder if what happened to Hong Kong would have changed if I spoke to the individuals in a different way than I did before.
The goose, yeah.
That's what I'm really curious about.
Yeah, we're on the same place. Where is
When Hong Kong died,
right here.
which I'll have to skip because you know, there are certain individuals on the internet that are sensitive to that kind of thing. And while I'm not, I don't want to be a jackass and just be like shoving it down their throat.
Because I feel like now my experience with video games right now, I need like a
So I'll skip it when it comes around. I even got an achievement for it. I said so on stream. Hong Kong died, and it's like, oh, you finished Hong Kong's personal story. I'm like, huh? Because I don't look at the achievements, so that stuff's not really important to me. So now I'm thinking, is there like different ways to end everyone's story? Does that influence the game any?
Don't tease me, kitty.
Okay.
Tell me, which is
So
your
I
favorite
think it's just my mic picking up.
I feel like they wrote Marco
my avatars.
unlikable on purpose. I don't know what it is.
Feathered skies. I had one
He's
of those
not a
too.
jerk,
The kind with the underhammer percussion
but
system.
he's awfully suspicious, and he sounds like he's done everything. You know, it'll be like the equivalent of talking to someone who thinks they're James Bond, and there's no point talking to him. And he sidesteps everything.
Touche.
He sidesteps everything.
Enough. Everyone has their
So it's really like he's like the Wombat. There's a number of characters on here that I feel like there's no point talking to.
No, not at all.
Marco, the Wombat, I forgot his name right now, and the Baron. I feel like there's no point talking to them. Now, I know that with a game like this, talking to everyone as much as you can is probably vital to continuing the plot, or at least learning more about the world, which is a fascinating world.
Don't worry.
And again, I'll always say I really do like the integration the Wild Gentlemen do for the world of wilderness in their games.
Indeed.
can't smell gunpowder. This gun definitely.
It's very cool. Everything's integrated. I love it.
However, it is well oiled and maintained. So if
But
you
I
ever
feel like
miss
this
oil,
one, I don't know. It's not so much.
Indeed.
Whoops.
I also feel like we're avoiding the actual murder weapon.
Yeah, before.
Like, we don't have it in inventory. Moses still has possession of it,
Nope, that's
but
it.
we don't have, like,
Talk to this jack-
we couldn't examine it or
He has
anything.
settled in nicely in the short time he has been with us.
So, Mr. Windrider,
Talking to the Torogian ambassador was also semi-pointless. I say semi-pointless because there was the idea that the protagonists made that on one side, even though he hated the ambassador, he himself would killing him would probably have led to a war, but he believes that war probably would have happened anyway. So there's the other side of it where it's like, well, then he would have no fear in killing him, so he probably would anyways.
Something like that. As I said, I also use it for ritual.
And honestly, I felt like this conversation probably could have went a little further with why they were on the train in the first place. Because the beginning of the game and the case at hand made it sound like they were uninvited.
With Tarogoi religious customs.
Actually, why is anyone on the train? It should have been just the ambassador and maybe the actors. And of course, Moses and Plato because they are acting as the bodyguards.
Introduce me to this ancient medicine.
But at least half of its occupants should not be there, and there's really no reason for them being.
Little dizzy sometimes.
Dizzy? You mean sleepy?
Let me see.
He's had one too many drinks.
Oh yeah, talking to Lupus was funny.
I have a gun.
Oh,
Oh, it's just you. Forgive me.
well.
I feel like they're doing this on purpose.
Problem?
They're trying to make the actor's drama
There's only one.
somehow important to the murder at hand.
It's just my nerves are on edge.
Honestly, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, what? You couldn't clear your
I'm
head
thinking
anymore
that
now?
maybe they are important in some way.
But so far,
Like I was thinking about it after the end of this, and yeah, there is the affair between Cassidy and Cunha, but
Cassandra? She's
there's the issue of earlier when we were trying to get everyone's alibis. Cassandra's simply was she was asleep.
There's no reason to panic.
Now I kind of don't buy it.
Pop crap. You think I don't know? Even an idiot knows. Everyone says
Especially since there was the thing about Ignat's interests.
that Cunha and I,
Yeah.
you know.
So there's a thing.
Going to kill me.
There's a thing there. We just gotta weed it out.
fast for me. Why would
So I think next time I play this and they give me the option to talk to Cassandra, I'm going for it. We're gonna see if we can get it out of her.
Something that no one else knows. Some secret which could be important to the killer.
So, do you know a secret like that?
Oh, and
you know?
I do like Plato's characterization. He's just a funny person.
Not even listening.
He likes such, I don't know, childish things.
Sorry, I'm
Not that those are bad. Not that that's bad. That's fine. You know, you still can and be a mature person. But it just seems funny in the aspect of here where basically you got like the Sherlock Watson kind of combo, and like you like superheroes. Purrs at balloons.
He seems to like increasingly like.
I'm sure it has something tied to, you know, him being a soldier.
I'll look at that later. I'm gonna find
This is an
this.
You know,
interesting
sugar in the coffee kind of thing.
It looks fake to me. Or
But it's just funny watching
valuable.
and listening to.
What makes you say that?
Hey, wait.
Although I would say that
That's a perplexing question.
Uh,
Do you have a
Plato's characterization probably would not play as strong if it was not for Moses.
Because even if it was a box meant for nothing, it's still a box.
They have to work together, even in a interactive
So, like,
sense.
what, would you look at like a wooden cube? It just painted to look like a box.
It's not real gold.
I did have like a short thing about like when Moses was talking about his interest in weapons. I made a short about it. But I guess to summarize a bit, to turn devices of destruction into art pieces seems like, it's a very interesting way,
Said it better.
it's interesting.
I don't know. That would be funny. You have a box.
I think
and you like decorate it like
the
a
interest being that they're historical place.
That would be funny. Ooh.
Because we, like, especially with, like, older ones, I think the interest mainly being that their historical importance of, how everything happened, the world wars and all that.
Dense, I think. So it wouldn't sound the same.
And of course, the mechanical aspects of them, and
Their
You know,
craftsmanship is
yeah.
exquisite, it must be said. But interesting.
I think this is hilarious. The actual red herring on the back of the fish, it's funny. It makes you think, what is it trying to tell you? Is it trying to tell us that the note is a red herring? Or is the contents of the note the red herring? You know what I mean? Because basically the note was like, the perpetrator, or like, assumingly, Hong Kong was trying to say that not everyone in the train, not someone is on the train, that's not who they say they are. We knew that ahead of time. But then you get this, so it makes me think, well, Hong Kong didn't write that note. And of course, he didn't, well, do himself in. Someone must have lifted him up there and, left him there. And that's what gets my previous idea about Cassandra that gets a little muddy, because I don't think she would have the strength to do that kind of thing. The only persons on board that I think would be strong enough to pick up Hong Kong would probably be the Tarogians, mainly Mujara. I don't know about Lupus. Maybe he doesn't look the type though, but maybe he could. And Ignat himself, but he didn't do that because, well, he's dead. It sounds morbid, but I kind of wish they would let us check up on him. Like, I know that's kind of a morbid thought to have. I kind of wish they would let you check up on Ignat's body.
Why would look, if someone killed
For like cross-referencing or something like that?
A fake piece of evidence.
For me, I just want to know if he's still there.
It admits that it's fake.
Is Ignat even still on the bed?
Looking into this.
Because they could always have the twist of that he wasn't actually dead, which I have thought about. But there's like different ideas that come with that as well.
Well, we're under the ocean.
Mainly the why.
Some kind of twist. Another murder or pirate attack.
Why kill Ignat? Well, there's a lot of reasons to kill Ignat.
But some
Didn't have to be that guy, but apparently from the way this game paints him, he was not a good person. At all. So there's a lot of reason to do it.
Is his train able to travel underwater?
If on the other end, if he faked his death, then why that?
Good idea.
Simply just to cause a war of all the wilderness? I don't know.
I'm a cat. Water is my arch enemy.
I feel like we'll get to it, because I feel like the story is sort of like funneling down a singular path.
It's improving. It still sucks, but it's improving.
But I look forward to these. I look forward to playing Moses and Plato, because I am a big point and click fan. And with that, the time is up for this one. So we will move on to Sly 3. Now, we played on Wednesday. I want to be honest with you. I hated this.
I just wanted to end.
This was not a fun level at all. It was not a fun level. It just
Been avoiding the
took
electric
so
fence
damn
for
long.
ages, too.
And playing with the boat was awful. I played games with like with mechanics that you could let you sail a boat,
I should-
and they were just so much more funner about it.
Alright.
On the more whimsical end of it, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Especially when you get like the wand, you can change the direction of the wind and just made traveling in the water so much better. My issue with that game in particular was that you did it so often. It wasn't like once in a while, it was the majority of the game. And, you know, it got tiring after a while. On the other end of the spectrum, now I don't play like those games where it's basically Pirate Simulator, but I did play 2 Assassin's Creed games that had
Why is he
mechanics where you can commandeer a ship. I think it was like 3 and 4. I'm pretty sure. And those were fun. I wouldn't want to say it was completely realistic. I don't know. I've never been on a ship before. I've been on a boat, but not a ship. Much less run one. And but from the way they handled it, like the boat was weighty, the weaponry actually did damage. You can get on the other ship, do like awesome battles and stuff. There was an economy behind it. And you weren't doing it so much that it was tiring.
I can. Oh, thank goodness.
Now, I do feel like with those particular games that I feel like there was the game was low-key encouraging players to be like little goblins and cause problems for no reason. I think that's part of the fun of those games for like a bit. Although they were plagued by a lot of issues though. Like, I won't get into it, but yeah. This game in particular though, yeah, the ship was just, it was so annoying. It took so long. I have 3 different videos, VODs, of the same mission. I don't really have much to say about Dimitri's point, so I'll probably just skip it.
I assume it's the shiny things. That's how video games work.
The boss fight with the Kraken
God, we're slow.
was okay. That's what I feel like about this level in generally, is it's okay. No, I think the highlight was probably like the very end of it. Oh yeah, actually getting to slap things around the tentacles. Slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. That was fun, but I actually liked the final duel. This was kind of funny. This was not funny. It was fun. You know, I could swear there's another game that does this. That's not Sly Cooper. I don't know which one,
Wait,
but you know, there's another game that does this. I know in this stream I mentioned Final Fantasy IX, and that's not what I'm talking about. It does remind me of that.
you know what reminds me of the beginning of Final Fantasy.
I want to say Monkey Island. I've never played the game, but I think I've seen a gameplay video somewhere where they have segments like this, but they insult each other at the same time.
Like, this is like way simpler.
I don't know. Also, spoiler or not spoiler, whatever. This whole segment is basically mirrored in the final fight in Sly 4 with extra QTEs. Now, Sly 4 was made in an era of games where QTEs were the standard. And let me tell you, we were all so very glad they stopped doing that. So very glad. Because it wasn't even like once in a while. The thing about games like that was when you had to do a quick time event, it was a few things. You had the games that you needed to do them for everything. Hang on, what was that one detective game with the origami killer? Alright, we're getting it. Anyways, in that game, every action you took had to have a quick time event to it, so it made the game very unpleasant to play. Heavy Rain.
Like that?
Yes, Heavy Rain was unpleasant to play just because... Oh, and also the plot was just fucking stupid. I'm sorry, it was stupid.
Alright, nice.
On the other end, I feel like there's not a game with the least amount of QTEs. So I'm gonna mention like the God of War series. I think they basically like popularized quick time events in games. Because I remember playing God of War and being like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then like the next 20 games after that all did the same thing. Like, ugh, I don't like it now. I don't like it. Also, I noticed this the last time I played this. I think that's the final level. I'll have to look it up, but I'm positive that Honor Among Thieves is the last mission of the game. So, the next time I turn on Sly 3, it's going to be the ending. Which is okay. I was kind of hoping it would last a little longer. Because I still don't have a way to stream Sly 4. I have to get on that, so I think the follow-up Wednesday, I'll have to play a different game. We'll have to take a break on the Sly series until I can figure out how to get 4 going.
I might as well just get my send-off now before, I don't know, the net goes off or something.
So, moving on to the last game of the week. Digimon Story Time Stranger. You know, I'm glad, like, after... I don't know, what would chat say was my allotted time with the game?
Then what are you?
8 hours?
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Something like that. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this, no, not that. Everything's labeled YouTube on my end, so I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna go look. See how many videos I got for, Digimon Story Time Stranger right now. Give me a second. Okay, so there's like 8 of them. And not including the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. 5, 6. And yeah, like 6.5 hours to 7 hours. We finally entered the Digimon world. And then they hit us. And then they give us the title screen. Like 7 hours in, man. Come on.
What's up, prospective patron? Welcome to the best shop in
I ended up laughing when the title screen came up. Wait, I could probably find it really quick right here. It's just so funny.
That's what I feel like after like
7 hours in, you finally enter the digital world, and then it hits you with this.
spent on this game right now. And now I get. Oh, this game is good. Okay. Whatever.
Oh man. They shouldn't have just bothered. They shouldn't have bothered.
Safety situation
Honestly.
is getting worse and worse. Indeed, we must be vigilant about not letting our
Oh, thank you for playing our 7-hour tutorial.
Oh,
Now you can actually play the game. Which, now that I actually found a spot that I can go back and kill stuff, I gotta get busy and leveling up my team.
Why not take a look at my wares?
So hopefully next time I play, we'll have leveled up mons.
Anything like this before.
There's such a dumb statement. I've never seen anything like that. Like, you never seen food?
you've never seen
You
food?
sure haven't. I mean, there are so many thugs outside.
I know it's such a long time before you get to really play the game. It is.
Has it.
It is 7 hours in, and you gotta think, I actually waited a whole week to play the game again. So what is that, like 2 months time? I'm very bad at math, but something close to that.
Digi games, brother. Yeah.
And then I got into the digital world, and then the game began, and then they hit me with the title screen.
I haven't bought anything like that.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, Tapermon.
But other than that, I did enjoy walking around the town. They added a lot of Digimon around.
Wait.
I feel like they wanted the place feel lively, and well, they did. They did do that.
Make yourselves at home.
But I also feel like it's just too much.
This and Aquamarine.
I don't know. I do enjoy that everything looks different. Like, I like being here. I kind of wish that we can explore more. There's a train. Apparently, and I'm hoping we get to make use of.
There are big buildings
I
in
hate these
this one,
characters.
too.
Just dropping it. I hate them. There's a lot of Digimon I don't know. So it's kind of exciting.
Man, they put a lot of Digimon on here.
Let me see, what else can I point out really quick?
Ooh, another door. That's a great idea. It does look like a Barney. That's a perfect name.
You know,
That's what
I
we're doing.
thought, like, hang on.
You guys
There
know
was this bit I do want to point out.
Which is a shame. There's a journal here with my journal.
I've got to find it. I feel like the game straight up lied to me. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh, no, wait. It must be before. This thing is so hard to navigate. Screw it. Okay, so what I wanted to say was that there's a Digimon that's blocking, like, the path. He's blocking the way. And he gives you a warning. He's like, oh, the things in here are weak to fire.
Oh, there's two of you.
I don't know why my guy's acting like that. I'm sorry.
You folks want to go in too? If you do plan on going in, you'd better be prepared to encounter.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch him in the act. Give me a sec. There we go. See, the enemies down there are weak against fire. Okay, so here's my issue. They kind of are and kind of not. Only some of the Digimon down in the sewers didn't like fire. That was why I went back to, like, the item shop and I got my Renamon, Setsuna, like the group attacking fire attack, because I thought, like Dragon Quest, if I had something that would help me with mobs, I can clear battles faster and get to the objective more efficiently.
Victory at your will.
And it didn't turn out that way because I ended up spending a lot of time in some of the battles.
There, come on.
Even like the stronger one, which I think in this case it was Buddy.
Yeah.
Even for Buddy, it still took a while. Which is something I'm hoping to remedy soon.
Ooh. I didn't think I'd do that. I mean, okay. Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's try this out. It should attack both.
Yeah, see here. Look at that. This did like neutral numbers. This thing had like a resist. It's like the first monster I encountered.
And it does.
I thought I was going to do like a ton of damage.
Nice, though.
You know, using like my big brain. You know, like, oh, I know. Big meteor attack. Big fireball. Big damage. And it doesn't do that.
Dang.
It works on these guys, but I only really fight like one at a time. And the move Buddy has only not his special. His special signature super ultra duper, I don't know, whacker thing. It does do group damage, but he has like another one that does single damage. And that does a good amount. I feel like I was not supposed to fight these things. These drill, mole, seal, walrus, and narwhal things. I feel like I was not supposed to fight them. I fought them anyway.
Got
And they were chunky.
the kid learned to heal.
I feel like a lot of the enemies in the game are just damn chunky. Not physically, like health-wise. Like, they have a ton of HP, or like their defenses are like super high. Of course, you can also say that maybe it's because I'm playing the game with like the wrong kind of Digimon. Because I have noticed that there's a number of times where the majority of my Digimon, which are data type, they don't, like, they're not strong against the things that I'm fighting at the moment. So that probably contributes to why it's taking so long to do it. And of course, my other muscle, Galahad, is a virus type. Virus on virus is not going to do much. Oh, wait. Leads into like another critique I have. The Digimon type, abusing that like weakness strength triangle is way better than trying to find out an elemental weakness, because I feel like I could be wrong about the math, but like doing an elemental weakness probably just gives you like 1.5 times more damage. Maybe it's more like 0.5, or at least the way it feels like to me. And doing the Digimon type that conflicts with the other probably gives you like 2 times. So there's not going to be a thing where I have a Digimon, like say Galahad, who is a virus type, and he's fighting a vaccine type, and I can't level the playing field by giving Galahad moves with elements that the opponent Digimon has.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think
that's just the way I'm looking at it.
away when the battle's over. So he'll be
I
fine.
kind of wish they just give a bit more to elemental weakness. Although honestly, I think my takeaway for a lot of RPGs is that elemental weakness kind of somewhat plays. I play in a way
It's something I'm not used to 'cause I'm
where I
used to
kind of just
RPG.
muscle through everything. Elemental weakness is kind of like a secondary thought. Unless you're playing Pokemon, then you totally want to play with that. That's the main thing. That's how you get your damage, because you get like your stab bonuses, you get your type conflicts, And yeah, there's a lot of variety with that. And in Pokemon, you can have that situation where if you're playing a Pokemon that's weak to the opponent Pokemon, they can have a move that can level up the playing field.
You know, next time I get to the skill shop, I might try and find more mobbing spells. Or
Like for instance, if I got a Zangoose, right, which is a normal type, and then my opponent is a fighting type, which I'm pretty sure normal is weak to fighting, I can have Zangoose learn a fighting move to level the playing field, or I think fighting is weak to, what is fighting weak to?
okay,
Give me a sec. What is fighting type weak to? Psychic, Fairy, and Flying. Oh yeah, I think Zangoose has a flying move.
we are here. And
Yeah, I
feel
think he
awesome.
can. I think he can learn a flying move, and I can use that to like level the playing field.
Yep.
So Zangoose, my Zangoose, is not totally defenseless.
Everyone.
I feel like this is not really the case here for Digimon, or at least maybe not yet. Maybe.
You'll leave those kids alone.
This boss fight took
Mori,
forever.
no. What are you
I
doing?
feel like this is gonna be like a thing moving forward.
Look at them.
Is that the boss fights are just gonna be lengthy.
Let's go!
I'm hoping I can alleviate that in some way. Like, I started the fight in an hour and 1 minute 54 seconds, right? I think I beat the thing. Cutscenes included. Why would they put cutscenes like that in the boss fight? I've seen other RPGs do it, but like in this case, it was just anime trope followed by anime trope followed by another anime trope, and it's like it took me forever. Where was the ending of it? Right here? Yeah. Then I killed that dude. Yeah, and it was like 16 minutes. You shouldn't spend 16 minutes on a boss fight like that, man. I think it was longer than that, actually. Ugh.
Done.
Heck yeah.
I hope we can ditch them at some point, so we can do our own shenanigans.
What is that weird?
The outfit stays on. That's the rule of the whole run. The Agumon hoodie stays on. Now, while I'm complaining a lot about it, it's merely a mechanical thing. I do like the game. The game is fun, and I also like Cyber Sleuth the same way. It's basically a level up from Digimon World 3, which is my favorite Digimon game.
Move.
I think it's everyone's favorite Digimon game.
Can I go
And,
back?
and I much prefer the JRPG ones over the other kind. And especially now that I'm able to actually get into the digital world and do some farming and do shopping, it's gonna feel a lot funner.
Yeah, okay, that's great. This is actually a great place to stop for the day.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Ends up railing on it for like an hour. I might, I don't know, depending on how well the grinding is going to go for this, it'll really depend on whether or not I play it again, next week. Like, really depends. Because I want to have the point where I can show that I'm doing it, stay within schedule, and just show that, oh, look, this one's digivolving, that one's digivolving, because I think that's part of the fun for like these kind of creature collection games, is watching them grow. And I don't want to deprive that from the chat, but at the same time, I kind of want to have that point where it's like I can wait until like my team is uber strong, then start streaming again. Or at least as strong as I can get them in this area, then stream. Although I have a whole week to do it, so... Although I have said this before for Dragon Quest VIII, so you know how I am. We'll see what happens. And that is the end of this segment, because that was the last game I played.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop right here, so I have a chance to do some level.
Alright, let me see. What else can I talk about really quick?
And see if I can get my guy stronger. So hopefully,
Of course,
in
this being
future
Friday.
streams, the
So Saturday and Sunday I'm taking off. But I also want to do something a little different
Alright, so
this
25 minutes
week.
to the digital world.
I want to have a
Lots
bit
of
more time to
progress,
myself, and I'm
and
also
I
taking
have
Monday
a lot
off.
to do
It's just for the
today,
once,
so
but that's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
wrap
doing.
up, and I'm gonna give it my send off.
Yeah, I'll come back on Tuesday,
Hey,
so we can continue playing Moses and Plato.
I stream here.
I'm gonna try and do as much as this as I can.
Not today though.
So, like I said, we'll have stronger mons and more funner gameplay experience.
From Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight.
I feel like I'm talking over myself. Oh. Let me see, I can play something really quick. So you can actually watch something and not listen to me jibber jabber. Oh, you know what? I know something fun we can do. Hang on, I know something fun we can do. And I hope I get to do it really quick, because guess what? It's raining again. Woo! Sunshine State! Woo! Anyways. Can you tell I hate this place? Alright. So, I do want to show something. I want to show the chat this thing that came out like 6 days ago. I know, me being late. Go figure. But I do want to show this. So, if everyone remembers that I had played both the Duck Detective games on the channel, and if you're new here, please go check out the playlist. They're very fun games. Very fun, very endearing. And like pretty humorous too. So the company came out with this animatic. They're calling their pilot animatic. I'm not sure if it means that there's going to be a show or anything, but I just wanted to watch it with everyone really quick. And then we'll probably just wrap up. So here we go.
Life wasn't easy. I was a freshly
Let me know how it
divorced
sound.
duck, not able to pay next month's rent. My brain felt foggy, and I was trying to remember. Where did all my money go? I had to retrace last night's steps. All right. So what happened? I should have a look around. Oh, Anna. I took that photo in a secluded tulip field. Oh, we spoke for hours under the stars that night. And now, she doesn't even answer my texts. Huh? Hold on. Oh, that fresh smell. Oh, sweet, spongy loaf. Oh, you always stay by my side. Second overdue notice for this month's rent. I wonder at what point they start kicking people out. All right. I think I have everything I need. It's time to make a deduction. Let's see. What did I spend my last money on? I couldn't have bought anything for Anna. I haven't seen her in months. It can't be the rent. I haven't paid it. That must mean I spent my last money on fluffy, delicious artisan bread. Don't tell Anna. Not my proudest moment. But the toast helps me to forget. Anna! I'm a different duck now. I haven't had a slice of bread in weeks. You have to believe me! Yeah, you're speaking to the duck detective. Let's discuss this in person. I'll be there in an hour. And here I was, in front of their bus office. Some sort of rundown call center. I spent all of my remaining cash on the bus fare. I better crack this case, or I won't even have enough money to make it back home.
Alright, so yeah. There's that thing. It's so funny. Can you tell that they watch anime? Hang on. Can you tell? I want to show this.
You have to
Oh
believe
crap.
me!
Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there. Can you tell? Can you tell? You got like the lines. And apparently he's an ugly crier. Look, they even made like the string here between his beak. It's so good. I'm kind of hoping this does become a thing. Like, it would be really cool to have a duck detective show, but I don't think it should be based on the games. I think it should be a separate thing. Make it a separate thing. I also kind of wonder if they hired the guy that did the Duck Detective to redo these lines, or did they just take them from the game, because they sound the exact same. They sound the exact same to me. So you know what? I'm gonna leave it there, and we are going we're going to wrap up. This is the last thing you're gonna see is my fluffy face and ugly crying duck detective. So here we go. Hey, I'm Red. I stream here on YouTube. I had to drop Twitch. I don't want to talk about it. From Monday to Friday on 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Get seen in the algorithm. You know, offer a sacrifice to the algorithm elder gods, so I can get seen. Don't worry about the shorts. I'll make something up, or probably won't. Most Fridays are not really a short at all, so I wouldn't worry about it. Of course, like I said, I am going to take a break on Monday, so I will see everyone on Tuesday when I play Moses and Plato, and then we're going to end Sly 3 on the following Wednesday. And we'll play more Digimon Story Time Stranger. Maybe we'll play Digimon Story Time Stranger, depending on whether or not I actually did any grinding, or if I feel like I can make them stronger. We'll see. So I'll keep you posted on that. And of course, like every Friday, like this Friday, in fact, we do the weekly roundup, where I try to crunch up topics of discussion, and we review the past streams of the week, talk about them, and I give everyone a sort of glimpse into like behind the scenes stuff. Hang on, you know what I want to do? Hang on, I want to, now that we're doing this and I'm talking, it was not that. Oh. I don't know what's going on with this thing. So yeah, I'll see everyone on Tuesday. I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing now. I'm screwing it up. Anyways. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching, for sticking around in the stream, participating in the chat, for sticking around and lurking, and also for the ones that stuck their head in, dipped their toes in water, decided it was too hot and left. And I hope you all have a good night, or a good morning, wherever you are.